Good afternoon. We'll be starting in just a few minutes.
And that's really loud.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sue Cloud, and I am a communications specialist for the Carrie Chapman Katz Center for Women in Politics. It's my pleasure to welcome you here today to celebrate and recognize the tremendous impact that women have on the Iowa State campus. I'm going to start with just a little bit of history of how we came to have the calendar. Since 2007, 192 women, faculty, staff, and students, including the 24 women we're honoring today, have been recognized for their impact on Iowa State through their leadership and service. The idea for the calendar began in October 2005 when Iowa State students attending the Big 12 Student Government Conference at the University of Kansas, including Angela Groh-Vogt, that year's government of the student body president, saw calendars recognizing women on that campus. And then Angela, who was affiliated with the Katz Center, thought that something similar could be done at Iowa State. And so she pitched the idea to a student group called the Cat Associates, who were a learning community or a student-led group associated with the Katz Center. And that group decided to take on the project under the leadership of two Katz Center interns, Jenna Jones-Reynolds and Marissa Stottleman-Roseberry. They successfully applied for a Women's Enrichment Fund mini grant in 2006, and the first calendar was produced in 2007. Since then, the Katz Center has produced the calendar each year with annual funding now provided by the Office of the Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I want to take just a moment to thank that office for continuing to fund this calendar year after year. Is there anyone from the office here? Thank you. I also want to thank the Iowa State faculty, staff, students, and one alum who served on the selection committee for this year's calendar. It's always a difficult task to narrow it down to those 12 honorees. We often get 60 to 70 nominations every year. And so we definitely appreciate the time that they take to read all the nominations and select the 12. The name of this year's selection committee is in your programs. And are any of the members of the committee here today? Could you stand up? Thank you. I also want to thank Arwa Hassan, who's sitting right there. She is the Katz Center's Public Relations and Event Planning intern, and it's her design of photography work that you see on this year's calendar. And she also helped plan and implement today's event. Arwa is a junior in public relations with a minor in entrepreneurship, and she's also a Greenlee ambassador. Thank you, Arwa. Yeah, Arwa will be announcing the name of each calendar honoree and telling us just a little bit about them. Before we get started, we have a little something extra this year, thanks to Pam Newsom, who's one of the honorees for this year, and her thoughtfulness and generosity brought us these roses. Each honoree, when they come up to get their certificate, will get 2 roses and to present to their nominators. And Pam said, and we share her sentiment, that for the nominators, you make the world a better place by the fact that you looked for good in others. And we think that's an amazing sentiment. So when Arwa says your name, honorees, please come to the front, and I will give you your certificate and 2 roses. And now let's welcome Arwa to the podium.
Samantha Cross, Associate Professor of Marketing. Dr. Cross' leadership has provided Iowa State students with a support system that is above and beyond expectations. She is the first Black female tenured associate professor in Iowa State's Ivy College of Business and has had significant influence on enhancing diversity and inclusion in higher education. Her internationally recognized research on culture and diversity in the marketplace has identified several barriers in advancing diversity and inclusion engaged marketing. Angela Shaw and Jemai Fisher nominated Samantha for this award. Mariana Gonzalez, a senior in political science and public relations, connects with students across campus and constantly strives to make Iowa State a better place. She is a member of Kappa Kappa Gamma, president of the Collegiate Panhellenic Council's Women of Color organization, vice speaker for student government, and most of all, a service-oriented humanitarian. Committed to representing the voices that tend to go unheard and to educating others about the dangers that harmful stereotypes and narratives carry for Latino immigrants in the United States. Mariana teaches us every day about the importance of uplifting marginalized voices and challenging social inequities whenever they may arise. Mariana was nominated by Emma Grimm and Jillian Bolton. Heike Hoffman, professor of statistics and professor in charge of data science, is a world leader in data visualization research, developer of the data science program, graduate student, mentor, and advisor. She has a passion for helping others learn how to analyze and visualize data in insightful ways. And through her teaching, contributions to curricular development and leadership of extracurricular activities has had a life-changing effect on students in all levels. Dan Nettleton and Alicia Karaki nominated Heike for this award. Dr. Hoffman was not able to attend in person today, but I would like for all of you all to just give it a round of applause. Surya Malapargata is an associate vice president.
Turn the paper over.
Oh, it's okay. Can we?
Okay,
Yeah, sorry. Is an associate vice president for research and Anson Marston distinguished professor and Carol Voss Johnson chair of chemical and biological engineering. Dr. Malapargata's work at ISU is recognized worldwide, an accomplished researcher, leader, and innovator, and the only female distinguished professor in the College of Engineering. She paves the way for other women by serving as an exceptional role and by using her influence to plant the seeds of success for those still climbing. James Raich and Kristen Abel nominated Surya. Jennifer Lipteen, Director of Learning Communities. Director of Learning Communities is a champion for student retention and success. She is a Gallup certified Clifton Strengths coach, an honors seminar developer, a diversity, equity, and inclusion leader at Iowa State and an early adopter of the ISU principles of community. She is a hero of Iowa State's excellent first-year retention rates, consistently looking for ways to improve the student experience that impacts thousands of students annually. Jennifer was nominated by Sarah Marchetti and Laura Lee Crystal. Pamela Newsom, custodian 2. She is a hero that creates an environment that helps others to succeed. She makes the Simon Estes Music Hall feel like home. From the notes of encouragement that she leaves her students to providing treats on students' birthdays. To providing treats on students' birthdays and learning students and staff members by their first names. The positivity she brings into the building has been critical in creating an inclusive environment and a supportive community within the Department of Music and Theater. Sarah Compton and Michelle Lankaitis nominated Pamela for this award. Hei Nguyen, Associate Professor of Mathematics, is an accomplished mathematician and exemplary role model who motivates young girls to pursue a career in mathematics and uses active teaching strategies that narrow the academic performance gap between students from overrepresented and underrepresented groups, and helps female graduate students from graduate student to professor. She was an organizer and speaker for the first ever Sonia Kowaleski's Day, where middle school and high school students visit campus for mathematics and talks and has hands-on activities. Hain was nominated by Anna Aboud and Mary Vaughn. Hillary Seo. She is a Dean of Library Services at Parks Library and Equity Advisor for the library. She has been steadfast in her support of faculty and student success, an equitable working and learning environment, and an innovative approach to the role and scope of academic libraries. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she has committed to ensuring the success of the university's librarians and has partnered with other students to address student success to resources and support for faculty research efforts. Hillary was nominated by Dawn Brach Prince and Annie Arbuckle. Jessica Shannon. Assistant Director of Nursing and Patient Services at Thielen Student Health Center, her contributions have been instrumental to the university's COVID-19 response and the successful functioning of the health center. She helped establish COVID testing protocols and is one of the main reasons that students, faculty, and staff had quick access to the COVID-19 vaccine. She is also a certified sexual assault nurse examiner and is the primary responder when a student arrives at the health center after experiencing an assault. Erin Baldwin and Clayton Oliver nominated Jessica. Virginia Spite. Director of Residence Hall, Dr. Spite is a courageous person who volunteered to move into a residence hall for students required to isolate or quarantine. As the pandemic unfolded, it is unlikely that Iowa State would have been able to provide an on-campus residence experience for students without her leadership. Virginia also serves as an outstanding mentor to new colleagues with dozens of students, affairs, professionals benefiting from her teaching, coaching, and support. Virginia was nominated by Peter Englund and Toya Younger. Anne Marie van der Zanden, Associate Provost for Academic Programs and Professor of Horticulture. Dr. van der Zanden leads the way to continuously improve the quality of education and overall experience for Iowa State students. During the pandemic, her leadership has helped ensure that every student in Iowa State has been able to continue their college career. She's skilled at creating spaces where multiple perspectives and concerns can be voiced. She's also an excellent role model for faculty aspiring to continue their career in leadership positions. Chris Calbrada and Jeff Isles nominated Anne Marie. Veda Wilkins. As a senior in civil engineering, a teaching assistant in the engineering problem solving and computational laboratory and project management, a research assistant for bridge expansion and lead certification. Veda's role as a TA for the first course civil, construction, and environmental engineering course has helped more than 400 students feel more confident in the rigorous course, and her hours in the help room are among the most popular each week. Veda was nominated by Lauren Schwab and Catherine Matson.
Congratulations, 2022 honorees. Let me have a quick drink of water here. So as you know, we were not able to have an event last January because of COVID, and so we are very pleased to have the 2021 honorees here today so that we can honor them in person finally. And excuse me. And so we're going to have Arwa again say a few words about each honoree, and if you can come to the front of the room, I will give you your certificate.
Aaron Baldwin. It's not an event if it doesn't do something. Director of Thielen Student Health Center and Associate, excuse me, okay. An Associate Vice President for Student Health and Wellness is a change agent who balances the demand of several senior level positions to consistently produce positive outcomes for the Iowa State community.
Sorry, I know what it's doing. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about this, everyone.
It's okay. Is it automatic or something?
All right, maybe we'll just stay where we were.
Okay. Just present slideshow.
You'll just have to. Sorry. This is what I get for not running through this to make sure it behaved.
It's okay.
All right, there you go.
Thank
It will
you.
continue to do that to you, so you'll have to go back and forth.
Okay. Helen Nebudoa Barton, now a 2021 graduate in graphic design with a minor in anthropology, was recognized as an outstanding student and a community-oriented leader who empowers others. Please give a round of applause, even though she's not here. Theresa Cooper, Assistant Dean for Diversity in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and Adjunct Assistant Professor of Agricultural Education and Studies. She is committed to creating diverse and inclusive communities.
Teresa, are you here today?
No? Okay. Shelby Doyle, Associate Professor of Architecture is an innovative leader who fosters equity for women in the architectural profession. Please give a round of applause for Shelby Doyle. Natasha Green. Police officer with the ISU Department of Public Safety, whose tireless anti-racist work has impacted conversations about race and ethnicity at Iowa State, nationally and internationally. Monica Hadid. Professor of Community and Regional Planning, is an influential leader working to further ISU's mission to create, share, and apply knowledge. Please give another round of applause. Tara Jordan. Assistant Provost for Faculty Development and Associate Professor of Human Development and Family Studies, is an uplifting leader who goes above and beyond to recruit and support a more diverse faculty and staff. Okay. Rachel Jung. A senior concurrently pursuing a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering and a master's degree in business administration, inspires other students through her example of student leadership. Abby Luvaga. Teaching Professor of Economics, Coordinator for Undergraduate Academic Advising in the Department of Economics, is an instrumental in expanding the world of Iowa State students. Betsy Matos. Assistant Director and Biosafety Officer for Environmental Health and Safety and an Assistant Teaching Professor for Global Resource Systems, is passionate about the safety of the Iowa State community. Ketu Tutea. Associate Professor of Genetic Development and Cell Biology, is a gifted collaborator and a role model for women in STEM fields. Please give a round of applause. Courtney Vengren. Former Director of Curricular Assessment and Teaching Support in the College of Veterinary Medicine and Adjunct Professor of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, who is now the Senior Director of Assessment for the International Council of Veterinary Assessment, was recognized as a champion for underrepresented voices. Thank you.
Congratulations, 2021 honorees. And now, before we unveil the 2022 calendar, I would like to ask any past honorees who are here to stand and be recognized. And here we have the 2022 calendar. Now we have a new feature on the calendar this year, thanks to Arwa's design. Down in the lower right corner, you'll see a QR code and a URL. And if you scan that code or go to the URL, you'll get more information and a photograph of each of the honorees from this year. So. And calendars will be available for pickup at those tables over there. We'll uncover Arwa will be there to help. And we have rubber bands. Take as many as you like. There are calendars and rubber bands. They're free. And then we will have calendars available for pickup at Cat Hall and Beardshire Hall, the Memorial Union, and the Margaret Sloss House by the end of the week as well. If you need or want calendars for distribution in your department, just shoot the Cat Center an email and we will send over however many you want. And again, congratulations to our honorees. Thank you for all you have done to make such a positive impact. Oh, President Winterstein wants to say a word. Oh, yes.
Okay, now that I have more direction, okay. So I'm Sharon, and I'm originally from Ohio, which is really the twin to Iowa. I don't know if you know it, but absolutely, absolutely. So I really, really, really want to thank you for allowing me to be part of the ISU family. This is my second week here, first full week, and I could not be more excited. I've renamed you the powerhouse of DE&I. So congratulations to everyone here. This was fantastic. Makes my blood run. So thank you very much. And I look forward to working with all of you, especially Tara, because she already found me. All right. Thank you.
And before we end, I want to have both years' worth of honorees come up here. We'll have Ashley take some group pictures of everyone. And then for the 2022 honorees, we have some calendars for you to sign. There's actually 14 of them. We'll laminate them and get each one of you a signed calendar. And then there's one for the Cat Center and one for Arwa. And we'll spread those out on these tables up here. So thank you, everyone, for coming. And thank you to the live stream audience.